Why do pastors risk it all for congregation affairs? I mean, I used to go to church. I never had this issue. I never witnessed this issue or observed this issue. But we're going to be talking to somebody who has. So keep watching. See you soon. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? How you been?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I
Good to
I
be
guess
back.
episode 1 was a success. It's good to have you back. All right, so let's get right to it. Let's get right into it. Uh, why do pastors risk it all for congregation affairs? And I got a video that's gonna follow up with this.
You got a video?
Do you want to see the video first?
Yeah, I want to see the video.
All right, let me see if I can pull this video first. By the way, how was your Labor Day?
It was good. It was good and chill. I didn't do too much. I just moved, so I just relaxed and putting
Right.
stuff together.
All right, here we go. You can tell me to stop whenever you want to chime in.
Okay.
Came on to be transparent. And as simple as this, I messed up. This has been a really, really hard few days, but I struggled. And the struggle didn't just begin. Struggle has been a struggle. And the conviction has been great. And many times people don't know how to accept the struggle of a leader or the struggle of the pastor, and they take the human and the man out of the pastor, out of the bishop, out of the apostle, out of the prophet. I didn't address what should have been addressed in my life. You all seen it. I don't have to recap it.
Say what?
Just by him saying apostle and bishop and all of that, I can already tell. I can. Go ahead. Go ahead. Play it. Play it.
You seen the video, but other people will paint a picture of you to be the worst person in the world because of a failure. I want to take my responsibility.
Yeah. You said have you seen
He got a video out. That's the only reason he coming out hollering sorry, because he don't want that money to stop. What kind of video?
I didn't see the video, but I heard there was a video out. Apparently he was word on the street is he was messing with some guy in the church, and I guess when the guy left the church, he aired the video out. But they recorded themselves doing the thing. So
see, I wasn't gonna smoke this time. I wasn't gonna smoke. I saw.
That's my public statement. I want to take my responsibility and I want to repent before God. I want to take off my title and take off my hat and take off all the articulations of my duties. And I want to repent to the people who God has entrusted in my hands. And I want to repent to my leaders, my pastor, my bishop, first lady, all of the collegiate presbyters, board of presbyters, and those who have, signatured my credentials and trusted me with the call. I want to repent to you. I want to apologize and take responsibility. I want to take my responsibility and I want to repent before God. And great measures, I was just wishing hope that this live would touch somebody else who struggles behind the cross, who struggles.
So that's what I want to ask you. There's this thing called struggling behind the cross. Have you ever heard anything like that?
I didn't hear it because from what I seen, Oh, the pastor don't do no wrong, and you're not supposed to question it. So I didn't hear nothing about no struggling behind the cross. It was, if you said something about it, oh, the Lord gonna get you and curse you with this, and oh, your hair gonna fall out, and oh, don't y'all talk to her because she this and she that, and she a bulldog and the devil in her. When really you just telling the truth.
Well,
So
apparently this place where everybody who's ordained or whatever go, they're behind the cross. You know what I'm saying? They're backing the cross, the word or whatever, or the way, righteousness. And there's a struggle you can fall into. And the way he stated it made it seem like that's a it's common. I mean,
no, well, I look at it like this: if you know you're struggling before you get to the cross, you know you're struggling. You need not go over there to the cross. You need to go to the altar, if that's what you're into.
how do we know that he was struggling before he got there?
Because he said it. He said he'd been struggling for a while. And even if you ain't struggling before you get there, when you see you struggling, step away from the cross and go to the altar.
How long he's been a pastor?
Because it's okay to be gay, but don't be preaching against the shit and you fucking boys.
Whoa now.
And messing with little children and getting babies in the church. Don't be preaching this stuff telling us we going to hell, but it don't exist for your sins. You in here fucking little children and fingering little children and getting people in the congregation pregnant and making a whole slew of babies and lying on people and doing all this other type of thing and hollering sha na na na. But if you question it, you're gonna be cursed. If you say something, the Lord gonna get you because this is what I heard. Touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. That's what I heard. Touch not, I didn't hear nothing about, no struggle. I heard about, you can run your mouth or else. That's what I heard. That's what I seen.
You said that's what you seen?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
That's what I endured.
Since you said that, let's go ahead and go to the next. Let's just move on.
Let's move on.
Has the church fallen, and have you witnessed or experienced misconduct in the church?
Oh yeah, for sure. All my life.
Episode that we had, you said.
All my life. All my life. Oh my God. Just all my life. Like, I think the church is a big scam. And I think if black folks had sense, all the money that they put in the church, black folks wouldn't be struggling and suffering over here if they had any doggone sense. All this money that they scamming folks out of. And I don't know why they won't get together like the Jews do and all the other races do and do something for their culture. No, they just keep on, molesting and stealing and having these affairs with these gay folks, and then they talking about gay folks going to hell, they backsliders, and ugh. Church folks is the worst folks. I know this. Don't get me wrong. It's a few church people that I love who never hurted me, who just was. They didn't help me. They didn't help me. If they seen something, if they heard something, they never said nothing. Now that part is what's hard.
Hold on. So what you mean if they heard something, they wouldn't say nothing?
Like, because kids tell. I told, my friend told, we would tell. And,
Hold on.
would have the
friend. You say your friend, so you and your friend also
it's yeah, it's a slew of us. It's a slew of us. Yeah. We would tell, but I get my ass tore out the frame. That beat the fuck out of me.
Hold on, wait. So let me get this straight. So they beat you for telling that the pastor was.
Yes, indeed. They would cover for him, say you lying, call you the devil, beat you, and not and just and it was public too. It was public humiliation. It was, what I'm saying, it was always, like you was just the one, like me and my friend, we was the one, everybody just looked at like this. Because the pastor said, this is what the pastor said, the pastor gonna make it look a certain kind of way because you tell it.
How old were y'all?
We was little. I've been knowing her since I was like 6. She's like 2 years older than me. And but see, for the longest, I didn't even know what's happening to her, and she didn't know what's happening to me until we got up some size. You know, because we was best friends. We was like this, best friends, like sisters. That's still my sister. And so, once we got up, you know, some age where you know we grown, you really can't do me nothing. They did everything they can. Sharon, God rest her soul, she did. That heifer did everything she could to keep me from getting in contact with my friend. And she could have put us in contact. And then finally, when we did get in contact, Sharon was sick. I didn't know Sharon was sick. And I just like, and you know, we had put two and two together. I was like, I've been trying to find you. I was going through Sharon. She was like, I was going through Sharon trying to find you. And you know, and we, you know, ended up talking. And then she told me something, and it broke my heart. And I found out Sharon was one that, you know, used to try and hide and cover for him. So I called her, and I got my friend on three-way. And I checked her. I was like, why would you do that to her? I was like, why would you say she lying and you know she telling the truth? And she said, this is her exact word. She said, it happened so long ago, it don't even matter no more. That's what she said. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I would not want to be you. I wouldn't want to be you. I said, judgment coming for you swiftly, baby. I would not want to be you. I wouldn't want to be nowhere around you. And then she died. She died.
So
And I hate I said it like that. I wish I would have reworded it a different kind of way, but I would have definitely let her know some kind of way, bitch. You're wrong for that. You're
so
wrong for
what if
that.
so what is a girl supposed to do if the church is putting a muzzle over them?
Leave your family, leave the church, leave the state. Get the fuck from around there. Get gone. Leave. And see, and it's crazy because like my friend, you know, she was going through it, like not just with the pastor, but at her house, because you know her mama was the assistant pastor. So she really don't want you to say nothing. She don't want nothing stopping. She don't want nothing to dry up. She don't want that. She don't want that gravy train to dry up. So you know, it was like, oh my God, she, you know, she was really strong. She was a really strong girl.
But so you say that did you say, like, I don't want to misquote you. Did you say that you experienced this personally?
Hmm. Yeah,
How
yeah.
how
And
did
you
it
know, it like, you know, it get out, you know, in a small little town like Grove Hill, you know, she gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just me. It's like, you know, in different little cities and stuff like that, and people was putting stuff together. It didn't look good for your own child to be saying nothing. It don't look good. You know what I'm saying? And so, but he was, you know what I'm saying, like really good with words. And I'm a pastor of God, and she the devil. She got the devil in her, and all that type of stuff. And it's just like, and people went with it. People went with it. Nobody helped me. Nobody helped me. People went with it.
he ain't still preaching, is he?
Yeah, he's still preaching in Texas somewhere. Probably still mess with them little girls.
Do you
I,
so you
people like that don't get healed. I'm telling you, people like that don't get healed and delivered. You know, when you out here fucking with people's children, that type of shit is just the only way you can get rid of that is just die. That's the only way.
so
Like,
I see a lot of apologies from pastors and stuff, and
because they don't want that money to stop. That's what I've been told to shut the fuck up before the bills stop getting paid. That's been told to me. I'm telling you. I'm not lying. I've been told how the bills gonna get paid if people stop leaving the church. That's the question, you know. Oh yeah. Look, let me tell you something. Nobody don't like somebody who gonna stop it and fuck it up for everybody.
so
You
hold
know.
on. So let me get this straight. The pastor, he tried you. He didn't it y'all didn't go all the way through with it.
Mm-mm.
He just tried you.
No, it's just the molestation part, you know, just the touching shit.
The touching.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Now, that's what happened to me. Different young girls who are women now went through different situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude really fucked up, dog. He really fucked up.
So how are you supposed to be able to find? I mean, well, you can find God in other ways, but if you wanted to go to church, you wouldn't.
I don't go to church.
You
I don't
don't.
go to church. I don't take my children to church. I don't trust them people.
So that ruined it. It ruined it for every church in the world.
I mean, I just feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have friends who have churches I visited. To support my friend, just for my friend, because I didn't know she was no pastor. I just thought, that was, and then I was like, oh, you're a preacher? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, hallelujah, I show up. So, I show up and just, as a friend, but not, it's just, I don't feel right at nobody's church. I don't feel right sitting at nobody's church. I'm gonna sit in the pulpit. And I'm gonna feel stupid. I'm gonna sit in the congregation and I'm gonna feel stupid. Like, it don't feel right. I feel like the church is unnecessary. They ain't doing shit. You ain't doing nothing with that money you're making, but the pastor is sitting on it. The pastor and whoever he fucking on, and the assistant pastor and the bishop and all of them. Them the only ones benefiting. The people in the congregation is broke. You got all these baskets you got to put money in: the profit, love offering, the tithes, the offering, the building fund, the youth fund, the love offering. These is real offerings folks had to pay. I watched it. These is real offerings folks had to pay every Sunday.
And that money, where did that money go to?
Our lifestyle.
I don't know, man. I see some
Nice
pastors do
lifestyle.
good
That ain't
stuff,
what I'm gonna lie
man.
about. We had a nice lifestyle. I
I
can't
think
lie
it's
about
I think it's your church. I think it's that church you was in.
that. All of them doing it. All of them doing it. All of them doing it. Just name me a black church. Let me tell you something. White folks are a little bit different. Name me a black church that's got a garden that people can come to when they ain't got no food, and just get some free food. Name me a church that's doing something charity wise. That's doing something for the single mothers and something like that. Name me a black church that giving out soup just for the homeless. Just giving. You can't do it. Can't do it.
Man, churches change, but the church I went to a church where they look out for you over there, higher learning ministry out there in Petersburg.
Is they black folks?
Huh?
Is they black folks?
Yeah, yeah.
They one in a million.
Oh no, man. It's some good
I
churches
ain't
out
never seen one. I swear to God, I ain't never seen one. A black church? I don't even
there.
get close to come see. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you see what these women are wearing in church? Like,
They
don't they
hold.
got
They fucking the pastor, sir. Let me tell you something. I watched my father, and I watched him do it. And if anybody know anything about Prophet R.B. Williams, y'all know that nigga moved the hoe in our house. He
what?
put the whole, yeah, put me out of my room and on the couch and put the bitch in my room. Now, we had multiple homes. We would only go there on the weekends when we weren't in school in Mobile. And then, come time to go to church and everything, we'll come on down on Saturday. But, you know what I'm saying? He in Grove Hill and she in Grove Hill. He said, my mom, I don't know what the fuck mama was thinking, but she sure wasn't thinking logic.
She was
And I
still.
was trying to tell her. I was trying to tell her.
Your
I was
mama was
trying
in
to
the
tell.
house too?
The bitch was in the house. He put me out of my room. I'm telling you, I was done like the red-headed stepchild. They did me dirty. My family did me dirty. And mama let him. Put me out my room. I'm sleeping on the couch. The bitch in my room, sleeping in my bed. And then when we moved, like when we was there for the summertime, when we was there for the summertime, I'm still on the fucking couch. This bitch in my room. Now everybody just finding out Jeremiah is my brother. I've been telling them.
Hold on, wait, what?
Yeah. Now everybody just finding out Jeremiah is my brother. They just found out a couple years ago. He 20 something. I've been telling them. I've been telling mama. I've been telling mama. Ask him.
Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Smith. It's my little brother. And I loved it, Jeremiah. I loved it. We used to keep him while mama and his mama, while my father and his mom used to go off, for revival. We used to keep Jeremiah, and mama used to keep him and kiss on him and do all that. I don't know what mama was thinking. But she one thing, I can't be that bitch. I can't be that bitch. I cannot be my mama. I can't. It just, and I think that's why I'm fucked up, because I watched my mama be a duck. All in the name of Jesus. All in, I'm just gonna let the Lord deal with it type shit.
You can't let your mama dictate your terms, though. You can be better.
My mama didn't do that. The situation did. And I can never be a better woman, than my mama. Because I can't do it.
Is your mama got a man now?
No. Still. She called herself tried one time, but we ran him off.
How y'all ran him off?
Because he was fresh out of prison somewhere, thought he was gonna get a nice cot and a bitch. No, nigga, no. Because my mama was green, she didn't know. She didn't know how to, I got that man to fuck away from my mama. Cause my mama just didn't, my mama, she just...
You ran him off.
Who? You think I'm finna... Man,
your mama ain't run him off, you ran him off.
I ran him off. I did. Yes, I did. Ran him way off. Sure did. Cause at this point I gotta protect my mom. I tried to tell her then, she wouldn't listen when I was young. I tried to tell her, I used to tell her, take some of this money he giving you and put it up. She wouldn't listen. And I was a young girl telling her.
You was a young girl. How old are you now?
I'm 35.
Oh, you 35.
Mm-hmm.
So is it better for the men out there that's interested in you? Is it better to date you now or when you were in your 20s?
Probably when I was in my 20s.
Why?
I wasn't looking for love in my 20s. I don't know, was I? I don't know if I was looking for love in my 20s. But I know now, yes, it's a part of me that wants that, fairy tale. But it's just, I need... Mom, I saw the bug in my room. It was a fairy tale fight. It was this big. Okay, baby. So yes, on Bug's face.
Is that the kids?
I have one with me. My other three are in Cali.
Is all three of them are the same father?
No, I have 4 baby daddies.
You got 4 baby daddies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go upstairs.
Have you been married?
Upstairs.
Have you been married to any of them?
No.
You didn't marry any of them?
No.
Were you the one who broke up? Or they broke up with you?
Now I'm gonna tell you, it was a couple guys in my, life that I probably should have married, like 2 of them, but it just didn't happen. One guy, it wasn't no social media. I was like young, but I was with him like forever. When we moved, it was it. That was gone, because all we had was the regular house phones. He went to the service and I moved, and then that was it. And then there was another guy, it's just, he cheated, I was out. It wasn't no going back, like, like I said before, my toxic trait is just giving up. Like, I say fuck you and keep pushing fast. And I'm telling you, it's because I watch my mamas just stick it out and just think it's gonna work, and it's just something we going through and all that old type of thing. Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you would have followed your mother, stick it out energy, maybe you would have stayed with the first man.
Probably no, because he ended up losing respect for me. Now, if I don't respect you, I ain't gonna be with you.
So is it safe to say that you left these men or they left you?
Well, when I was pregnant, The only reason that didn't work is because he told, his mama got in the way. Oh, my mama said that ain't my baby. All that type of stuff. I had never dealt with it, had never seen it. Didn't even look at Maury. It was traumatizing. It fucked me up. I ain't want to have nothing to do with that. I ain't want to have nothing to do with that kind of family. So I ain't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? Got another nigga. He was worse than that. I ain't want to fuck with him no more. His problem was, I can't say I was a side chick because they wasn't married, but he had been with this woman for 10, 15 years. And now he messing with me and we got this baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like the scenario of my life. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I was born into this fuck shit. You know? It's like I was born to come here and see that niggas ain't shit and not to marry one. That's what it looked like.
So
Because
you, so you broke up with them.
mm-hmm. Well, I mean, with my second son's father, with me being pregnant and everything, and news got out, it wasn't no way I was finna fool with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want to have no dealings with him after that. None. He
Damn.
didn't want to know. He didn't want to meet his son after that. Like, his thing was this. He couldn't fuck me while I was pregnant or nothing like that. He was mad because he couldn't have no dealings with me. He didn't want to do no dealings with me. He didn't want no dealings with his child. Still to the day, he don't know his child.
And
That's
this
right.
happened while you was in your 20s?
Yep, I was in my 20s.
So why is
Early
it better
20s,
to date
21.
when you was in that mindset than now? You don't think you're in a better mindset now?
I think then I didn't know I was in this mindset. I think then I was moving off of trauma. I think then I was moving off of, because mind you, my father left us for good when he brought us to Louisiana. I was like 14, 15. I ended up getting pregnant at 18. Um, you know, so it's like, I was still moving off of, what I'm saying, everything that I was living through, what I'm saying, everything that he did, like, it didn't go away right away. I dealt with the shit for years. It was like a cloud on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, for years. I'm still dealing with it. But I'm better. I'm better.
So
You know,
what makes you better than you were in your 20s?
I realized that it was trauma, and I realized that, hurt people hurt people. I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't have.
What
Now,
I'm saying
with
is,
my first dude, first love or whatever, I was, he cheated, but my baby daddy, I was really fucked up as far as, my emotions and, the way I handled him and yeah, I was fucked up. It was me.
what I meant by if let's say a guy was interested in you,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say you're a salesman, pitch yourself. Like what's so good about dating you now?
Um, I'm smarter as far as, every sense of the word. I'm a better mother because, mind you, I had my children young, so I had to grow up with them. You know, I know a little bit more about, motherhood and how to not be the parent that my parents was. I do my hardest. Like I go over, I try and go over and beyond to let them know just how much, like, I don't just love you, like, I love you. I love you, and you matter. And I'm never gonna brush you off for nobody or no amount of money. I'm never gonna, say you lying or not even, look into something, like if you cry, I'm coming. Like Mama Bear, Mama Lion. If I hear you whimper, I'm coming. Like, I'm not gonna be that parent to shut you up and you telling the truth. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna, shelter you. I'm gonna.
So oh yeah, she hollering at the kid. So what are you? Is it safe to say that you're at your goal weight, fitness, like health, like, or would you say you're overweight? If you being honest, would you say that you're kind of overweight right now?
I don't think I'm overweight. I think I'm the goal size. You know,
How tall are you?
I'm about 5'5",
And how much you weigh?
about 135, 140,
140.
something like that.
Okay.
But I'm built nice. Like, I ain't, I ain't got nothing against nobody who. But I've always been active. I just say it like that. I've always been active. Not working out now, but I usually work out. And you just don't lose a certain kind of look when you always worked out. You
Yeah.
can always kind of tell.
All right. So let's go to the next question. Are middle-aged men wrong for dating women in their 20s?
It depends.
It depends.
It depends, because some women are dating in their 20s older guys because they have this daddy thing about them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, and it's operating out of trauma. They don't know. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like a 45-year-old man with an 18-year-old girl, that don't look right. That's a kid. Her brain ain't even developed enough to even know what the hell going on. I think that's too fucking old.
What about a 50-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman?
I don't know. That's just
Would
I
you
don't
date a 50-year-old if you was 25?
know.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, it depends, I guess, on that person's mentality and how they is. But it to me, that's just too much like your daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just too much like your daddy to me. Cause a nigga ain't gonna be on what you on. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, I mean, and if he is, it's still weird. I don't know.
So you don't know why? You don't know why those kind of men probably go for younger women? Do you know why?
They're pedophiles.
Pedophiles. Lord.
No, for real. No, all jokes aside. Especially if you got kids. Like, okay, I'm 35. I look really good for my age, okay? So it's a lot of young guys that look at me like my sons be trying to hide me. I'm telling you. They hide me from their friends and all that. But I could, maybe because I'm a woman, I don't know. But I can never. Maybe if I get, older and maybe I might change my mind. I don't know. I might not be attracted to some old when I get old. But I'm surely ain't attracted to some old and I'm young.
All right. So let's go ahead and go to the next question then. All right. So men are saying women lack ability to choose the right man. Do you know of any instances that can prove the opposite?
Well, Darren, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm one of them ones where I chose the wrong one. But it's like sometimes you just don't want the right one. It's be something about the nigga that just, turn your stomach. And the wrong one, Mr. Wrong. Mr. Wrong be all the way right with all the right shit. And I've been there. I've been there and I done fucked up some shit too. You know what I'm saying? I messed up some really, some nice potential husbands or, what I'm saying, longtime partners or, what I'm saying? I did. Messed it up.
So you messed it up. So I know you keep blaming it on trauma, but
Well, that one, I don't know why I chose Mr. Wrong. I don't know. I just always chose Mr. Wrong.
let me guess. Okay, what year was this? Was this the 2000s? Did he have a tall T on? Did he have a Mercury or a Grand Marquis with some 20
No,
pictures on it?
no,
You know how them boys do down south.
no, no, he wasn't that. No, he definitely wasn't that.
Damn, he wasn't even that.
No, he didn't do the tall T thing. Like he was more of a, like he was more of a clean cut. You know what I'm saying, guy?
So he was the good guy. The good guy was the wrong guy.
No, no, no. That was his style. Like he was more of a clean cut guy, but he was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't look like a hustler, but he was a hustler. Versus, the welder who house is paid for, all his cars is paid for. He crazy about me. And just,
So what made him the wrong guy? What indication?
oh, that boy wasn't shit. He was forever cheating. Like he wasn't shit.
You ever wonder why he cheated on you?
I'm sorry.
You ever wonder why he cheated on you?
Well, he was actually going through some shit himself. At the time, I didn't even take that into, accountability. Like, I didn't even think about it. He was separated from his longtime partner of 20 years. You
Mm.
know, whatever happened with that. And
Partner, 20 years. How old was this dude?
at the time he was in his 40s, and I just turned 30, I think. Yeah, I just turned 30.
Okay, 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Mm. You dated anybody since?
Mhm. Mhm. Sort of, yeah.
You ever heard people have a conversation about body counts?
Okay, yeah.
What would you say what would you say your body count is right now?
Are you talking about with my baby daddies or without
With them.
them?
They count.
Okay, so why though? Why? Do they count? Why do they count?
That's a body.
No, no, they shouldn't count because that's obvious. So the obvious, you should get that to them.
Hold on, wait. So is this a thing that I'm missing? Is it
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, shoot, you're gonna if you got kids, you're gonna fuck with somebody other than who you got kids with.
what?
Just because you got kids don't mean you ain't gonna fuck with somebody else. Oh, I
Dang.
forgot. If you're married. Oh yeah, that part. I
Well,
forgot if you're married.
I'm just saying, if you not married, if you mess with this man and you got kids, don't you want to kind of keep it there?
I mean, you might not want to have no more kids with nobody, but somebody gonna get tired of fucking somebody. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, people ain't gonna fuck for 35, 40 years and ain't tired. Somebody gonna want to fuck somebody else. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come up. That's why I really think marriages like shouldn't be based on just fucking this one person. Like I think it should be common to, you know what I'm saying? Like
How you cake and eat it?
not just be a hoe with it, you know what I'm saying? Not hurt this other
Oh,
person, but I think both parties need to go in knowing that, if it happened with me, a nigga need to know. I already know one day you might get tired of fucking me. And you need to know one day I might get tired of fucking you. However, when whatever happens, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna discuss it, might even plan it. But don't think like I never get married thinking this guy finna only fuck me. Like, but I hope he have the respect enough to let me know, hey, and not be no hoe. Cause nigga, if you think you finna go out here just fucking all these hoes and no. Like I done seen where that works, where they have like open marriage or whatever. He get what he like because I guess she don't, I don't know. I don't know. Like sex chemistry is different with people. Like, say for instance, I got a friend. We never had sex, but like his chemistry is there though. I'm celibate. Like God knows I don't need no more going on. Celibate. I ain't doing shit.
menopause coming to hit you?
No,
No.
ain't no menopause going on. I'm just smart. I'm focused, and I just like I'm grown. I ain't got time to just be out here fucking like that. Flat backing. Ain't nothing coming out of it. I'm grown. I ain't got time to be here flat backing. Anyway, the sexual energy is there though. It's all the way there. But
So you humble.
what you mean?
So you at an age where you say you smarter. I think most men want women to have this mindset when they're younger.
It don't happen like that. Life got to teach you. You know what I'm saying? People gonna live young, and these young girls out here. I ain't even mad at them. Live, but just don't get no babies. Just
They
don't get no
work.
babies. I don't get no babies. Don't get no fucking babies. Cause you living. You know what I'm saying? You going through life like it's like do that shit after you done have babies and make a family. You want to pick the right nigga to make a baby with. I'm telling you. Don't just be out here just don't don't. You need to pick the right, like if you're gonna bring a life in this world, dog, pick the right one. Cause They got niggas out here who will give you a baby and never look back and don't meet it or nothing.
So you got 4 baby fathers. Is it say this? Is it safe to say that you didn't know how to choose the right man 4 times?
It's safe to say now. One of them times, and I ain't gonna say which one. It ain't because I didn't choose the right man. It's because the right man was just attached to the wrong family.
Okay. You high.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm not. And let's just go to the next question. All right. Does it seem like black men have given up on black women? Can you provide examples on how this claim is evident, if it's true?
I think it ain't our fault. I
Huh?
think it goes back. I think it goes back to the leaders. It goes back to the black leaders. Listen to this. The ratio to women in church and men in church is probably like 95, like 95% women. We, are taught to look up to a man and go on a man's steps and all this type of thing. But the leadership fucked up. The leadership fucked up, and a few niggas that is, to know anything about, they fucked up. And then the women that's there, guess what? They know niggas ain't shit. So they gonna be fucked up. My mama is probably the only one now, if she was ever give it, well, I think she fucked up and just ain't gonna give nobody. I think that whole situation just really fucked her up. Because her parents, were together when they was young, and stayed together till Popo died. Like that's what she used to. But my father came from trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like how they say certain blood ain't got no business mixing. Certain blood ain't got no business mixing. I'm not saying I ain't supposed to be here or nothing like that. I'm just saying. My father came from trauma. So I love my father's side. I really do. But them people different than my mom's side. I'm just going to tell you. All of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he, the leader, he fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom, only thing she knew was let your husband lead and be submissive and do. And he ran his life. It's all right. But your wife and your children and what I'm saying, as far as their emotions and being normal, you ran that shit in the ground. Like we ain't gonna never be normal. We ain't gonna never be normal.
So you say leader. It seems like you're associating leader with the men in the household.
They're supposed to be. That's how. Yeah, I mean that's how it's supposed to be.
So
You know what I'm saying? But they fucked it up.
so you're saying men are the reason the men in the household is screwing it up.
Sure did. Other than the government. Now, let me tell you something. I feel like women don't trust men to take care of them because when men get when mad day come, a nigga blues you. I know it to be the truth because it happened with my folks. I watched my daddy starved us, get mad and starve us. I watched him do it. No, you gotta go charge it in there.
I don't know, Chris. I
So
think it's
I don't want no man taking care of me. I'm scared of it. I'd rather
I don't think.
struggle and get
Have you ever had a man take care of you?
never.
So how do you know what is? How can you be afraid of it?
Well, because I watched my mama go through that. You know what I'm saying? I watch a nigga, you know what I'm saying, tell you, well, watch how the rent get paid. Good luck getting to where you're going because you ain't getting another car I got. Like for no reason. He did.
I gotta say this, Chrissy. It sounds like your mama owe you some responsibility, a conversation to
She
try to
won't.
give you some assurance that just because she went through it doesn't mean that you're gonna go through it.
Mm-mm.
I think she got to take
I
some
know I ain't gonna go
accountability.
through it because listen, like I said, when I was young, and I wish she would have had this conversation. I wish, but she ain't gonna have this conversation. I used to tell her. I used to get my ass whooped because whenever she would you know what I'm saying, bring it up to my father or whatever like that, he would know where it came from. I was bold, or I tell it. I used to tell it. And I used to tell her, let's go. Let's just go. But she wanted to stay there for the congregation. She wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, mess up with, her, I guess, foundation. And that's a problem I don't have. That's one problem I don't have. Starting over. If I got to start over, I'm starting over. If I
Your
got to
mother
start
had a
over,
problem starting over.
I don't have that problem starting over. I'd rather start over than to go through this shit. And that's just the mentality that I have. I'd rather give up everything and just stop. And I told you.
How many kids your mother have?
5.
And all of them by the same man.
All of us are by him.
So who's in a better situation? Your mother or you?
What do you mean?
Well, your mother had all of her kids by one man. She chose to stay, but you was telling her to go.
Mm-hmm.
You got the mentality.
Well, it would have been better for her to go when she was ready than for him to go when she wasn't. He brought us to Louisiana and left us. I don't know if you brought us in and left us. If she would have been planning to make her move, when she should have been planning to make her move, she wouldn't have been. Look, baby, we went through some shit, dog. That's when I first started, you know what I'm saying, robbing motherfuckers. That's when I first started robbing motherfuckers. I mean, shit. This nigga ain't finna do it. I was pregnant too. And that's when I jumped off the porch. Yep. Like 2010, 2011. That's when I jumped off the porch. Yep.
Hold on, is that a metaphor, or did you literally jump off the porch?
I literally. Cause I didn't know nothing about that type of shit. I didn't know nothing about that type of shit. Mind you, we lived a nice lifestyle now. We lived a nice lifestyle. I'm telling you, ostrich boots to school, you know, shit, cars in high school, like, like out on the outside, it looked really good. It really looked good. And people just wish they had our life. And I just wished I had theirs.
So you was pregnant and you jumped off the porch. Did you land on your feet?
Man, look, we was robbing tourists. And I feel bad about it. I really do. But I had to do something.
Man, you put that baby at home, though.
I mean,
What if something would have happened? You would have.
but the way it happened, I mean, I was smart about it.
All right, let's go ahead and go to the next topic. So, is it true that when the father leaves the household, young girls begin busting it open? I remember you said that in the last episode, but I want to kind of understand from your mindset, not from what your mama was allowing or whatever. Like, why did you feel courageous, or why do you feel compelled to be able to do the things that you wouldn't do if the father was in the house? Was your mother like less lenient, or like, I mean, was she not less lenient, but did she lower the strictness, or she just didn't care? Like,
Um,
because I mean, I mean, because
I think my father kept me on lock because he didn't want the right people to hear me talk. Because I used to, you know what I'm saying? I think he kept like he either stayed around me or kept people around me to make sure I wasn't talking. Because the most talking I did was at school. When I would go to school. When I was able to. So when I guess once he brought us to a different state, he felt like I wasn't gonna say nothing else. I wasn't gonna be able to speak.
what
Because he didn't set up no church in
what I'm trying to
Louisiana.
figure out is why.
He didn't like usually when we went to a different state, he set up a church. He didn't set up no church in Louisiana. He brought us in and left us.
Mm.
That's what he did.
So what I'm trying to understand is, why do these guys feel Did they know? Did they know who your father was? The guys that was coming to the house, the young boys.
Nobody. I mean, the only time that I had a boy, cause I used to leave and stuff like that when but before he left, but I wasn't having no sex or nothing. The only time a boy had came to the house was in Louisiana. We had lived over by the lake, the biggest house in the neighborhood. Like we was the only black people there. And me and my sister had snuck these two boys in. But this was my first boyfriend, my first love, my first time, all that type of shit. So he had came in and everything, but he didn't find out until after it was all over, and then he came back, to beat us, but beat me. He really ain't really do shit to you. My sister, any reason to get his hands on me, I was the one. You know what I'm saying? That little motherfucker there, yeah, I was the one. But yeah, but I mean, then after that, he ain't never come back. My sister got pregnant. She was 16. She ended up getting pregnant. I mean, it was a little bit time later. I was 18 when I got pregnant, but shit, I was still young.
Was you still in the house?
Was I still in the house? Yeah.
So your mother pretty much helped raise the kids.
No, my mama wasn't even there. When I was pregnant, I was at the house and everything, but we was going to work. Hold on. It wasn't no shit like that. We was going to work holding it down. My mama, see, my daddy wasn't here. My mama was running behind my daddy. She went to, where he was at. I don't know. Because, I mean, I know she knew in the back of her mind something going on is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't never had his clothes and he had nothing. So she went running behind him. I was pregnant at the house going through a high-risk pregnancy and doing all this type of craziness. Going to school. I was going to school out of town. I was going to school in Hammond. You know what I'm saying? So I was driving myself to school. It was senior year. I ain't have no support. My baby daddy hollering about my baby ain't his. My mama said my baby ain't like I was going through a lot of shit. I'm surprised that baby, Lord, he made
Who was taking care of y'all?
Well, me and my sister was working. And at that time, my father was still, paying the house note or whatever. But nobody was there. It was me, my brothers, my sister, and her husband. At the time, she had got married. Now she had already had her first child, a little bit later.
This was one of your older sisters.
Yeah, this is my oldest sister. Yeah.
Okay.
She had got married, and he had moved in with us. Like she just was on her head to get married. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my mom was running behind him, talking about doing things for the ministry. No, she wasn't. She was running behind him. Mama knew what was up. Wasn't none of his shit there. Nobody's shit but ours.
But your mama was a real one, and your mama loved her husband, man.
She did. I mean, my mama, I think, was the mirror to her mama. She wanted to be a good wife and mother like her mama. And that was whatever her husband said. You stand behind him, and when you don't ever, even when you know he wrong.
I heard you say a lot of bad stuff about your father. What
Man,
blame does your mother have on your father's behavior?
she never wanted me to say nothing about nothing because she knew that that was the way of life, and she never wanted to acknowledge nothing. So she just went with the flow. And I feel like she sold my soul because, like, Mama, you seen him beat me the way he was beating me. You know what he did. Like, you heard the shit he was saying. It's like, why would you? I could never. Ooh, I could never. I have one daughter and 3 boys, but I will send you behind all of them. I will send your ass behind all of them. I don't know why my mom didn't have that in her for me, and I ain't making it up. It's in me. I'm fighting a charge right now. It's in me. I will fuck you up behind my kids.
Oh, you fighting a charge? You might want to stop talking about that then.
Oh no, it's in my favor because they know I was protecting my children.
Okay.
The case is in my favor. They know I was protecting my children. I'm gonna protect my children.
Right.
Mm.
And your youngest is, how old is your youngest?
He's 4.
So your youngest is 4. You don't think that, what do you think he's going to be like when he grow up?
You know what? I remember.
Because think about it. Think about it real hard.
I thought about it when I was pregnant with him because I didn't know whether to keep this child or to go to the clinic. It was, keep the child, go to the clinic. Keep the child. I remember because I knew, what type of dude that I was pregnant for. Like, and this dude was going through his shit. He was going through his shit, and everything happened so fast, and he another one never met his daddy. He told me yesterday, he was like, Mom, I wish I had a mommy and a daddy. Yeah.
I know that kind of hurt you a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's like, and it leaves me with this question. It's like when young girls are in these situations, like, do you go to the abortion clinic just to make sure that you don't even, or do you have this kid and let this kid suffer, knowing that, this nigga ain't got no daddy. And I'm gonna have to do this all by myself. Some women give their kid away. Some women don't want to get a kid away, but they know this kid ain't gonna have no daddy, and they just keep the kid. Like it's real life situations like that. It's real life situations like that. And I'm the type of person, like I said, I'm so quick to be like, fuck it, and just, go on with my life. Like the shit never, you know what I'm saying? Like never acknowledge it, never work through it, never try to just go on with my life. And ooh.
But when we get to the end, when we get to after the last question, I'm going to give you my recommendation. And this is going to be for the sake of you and that boy. That's the last youngest one you raised, and that's the last one, right?
Yeah.
No.
Last one.
So I'm going to give you my recommendation. But you really, when it ain't no father in the house for this young man, these young men and these little boys and little girls, man, it's really, like you said, the trauma. It's really traumatic for them. It could play on their future. It could play on how they behave and society and all kind of things. Man, it's deep. It's psychological, but we'll get to that on another topic.
Yeah.
But let's go to the next subject. So the rate of single motherhood is rising. Does the father of these women have anything to do with the increase?
I don't know. I think in some cases it might, like in 2 cases of me personally, like these men never met their children and they don't want to meet their children. It happened to me twice. I got 4 baby daddies. That's half the times I chose a nigga. I chose somebody who don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? So I would say 50% of the time, yeah.
50%. So 50%
At least.
is on the man, right?
Yeah, at least 50.
This is a tough subject, man, because it's kind of plaguing America with the fatherless epidemic, the crisis that's going on.
Black folks is
A lot of guys,
black folks, Chinese people is together, Mexican folks is together, Indian folks is together, Arabs folks is together. It's plaguing white folks is together. It's plaguing niggas.
So what's that say about us? Or black folks?
Our leadership is fucked up.
And you associate leadership with the men, right?
Not just that. Like women are fucked up too. But I think it's got a lot to do with,
when you say leadership, okay, if you could,
like when I say our leadership is fucked up, it's like, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, black men in a whole, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be leading us. It's like, women submit to, it's like if black men are, in leadership, in our households and stuff, the way we raise our sons, it's I think it's got to start with the kids for it to get better, because the grown and old folks, we just learning. You know what I'm saying?
So the men. So let me ask you this: the men that are the leaders as a whole,
Mhm.
that's effed up. Who was responsible for all this gender conforming and all this other stuff? Who marched on behalf of that? Who voted on behalf of that? Was it the men? Was it the black men, or was it the black women in our community specifically?
You know, I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. I do know that
How,
women don't trust black women don't trust black men.
but I'm
And
trying to
black
figure
men
out.
don't trust black women. The
I'm
trust is
trying to figure
fucked
out
up.
who dropped the ball. Was it the black man or was it the black women?
I think the black man dropped the ball. Cause we're naturally listen. I think we adapted to what y'all made us be. That's what I think.
So what do we make y'all be? We trying to keep y'all. We trying to get y'all to be traditional homemakers.
Traditional, but nothing in life is traditional no more. Y'all need to adapt. Y'all gotta adapt. Ain't shit traditional no more. That's uncomfortable. Ain't shit traditional. Everything done changed. Have you noticed the pastors is fucking boys now?
Secondly, we trying to get y'all to be modern housewives too, but y'all don't even want to do that.
And let me tell you something. And you probably gonna say something wrong with this. I think women, if women were not looked upon as some kind of nasty piece of trash for having two men, and you because maybe it takes two men to work on a woman, and everybody in one household. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it takes two. You know because it the niggas because the niggas I'm telling you, women, single women or women that's not with one man are winning. Women that have friends and people and everybody know you got friends and everybody okay with it, they're winning. Yeah, it's always that one that's fucked up. I really feel like if my mama would have had like going back to my mama, like if I had been in my mama's situation and I was married to the pastor and all this going on, I would have had me a nigga on the side. I would have had me a life already planned. Finna. I wouldn't have went through what the fuck I went through.
Chrissy, I know you ain't say that.
I swear to God, I said it. I wouldn't have went through what I went through.
You would
I
have
wouldn't have.
put on the side as a wife.
Man, nigga, you fucked up first. I got to make sure I'm straight. Man, these churn. I got to make sure we good. Oh yeah, everybody, man, phew. You done moved the mistress inside, and she was young too. She was a chap too. So yeah, you done moved this little heifer here. I know you fucking her. I got to shut up and take this shit. Ain't no telling which way you gonna go, right, left, up, or down. But either way, I got to be ready. You better believe I'm about to have me something to the side.
But what if all of your kids are taken care of, the bills, your lifestyle is taken care
I'm
of?
still gonna have me something to the side because one day, a nigga preference might change. Niggas' preferences change more than women. And that's why shit fucked up because y'all don't know what y'all want.
Men are not leaving the marriages.
No, y'all ain't leaving, but y'all putting a bitch through shit. Y'all putting a bitch through shit. Y'all raising a bitch. Oh no. And then sometimes people had a little thing on the side with the intentions of staying with their man, but the thing on the side is you know what I'm saying? It's like, why even deal with this when I can have everything that, you know what I'm saying? It's just you was just a phase. Sometimes people be marrying a phase. And that's what I think happened to my mom. I think she just married a phase. It was a long phase, but it was a phase. And marriage, is nice and all, but it's so many changes that come with that. It's like, but you can't change them papers unless you get divorced. It's like, people change.
Well, marriage is not for everybody.
I'm scared to do it. I ain't gonna lie. If I can be with a nigga long term, but I don't want no paperwork involved.
Some women are supposed to be side pieces.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're supposed to be a wife, or it's best for you to be a side piece?
I think I think I'm supposed to have friends. I don't think I'm supposed to be married to one person. I don't know.
So when you say,
Not
can we translate that to bodies? It's
no.
a bit too
Because
hard, right?
no, because like I said, I'm celibate. But if I were married, would no nigga want would my husband won't want no man coming to our house just chilling with me and woo woo woo. He won't want that. That'll be a problem. I had to be
Oh,
stuck
wait,
to this
wait, wait,
one
wait,
nigga.
wait, 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 wait. Are you saying that if you're married, you want other men to come to the house and kick it with you?
I ain't say that. I said my husband wouldn't let me if I was married. You
Why
know,
would
being married is like giving everything up for this one nigga, one nigga, one nigga. And it's like, I got friends that, I love kicking it with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not having sex right now, but I got this one friend. When I feel like I want something, I'm gonna call him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
you
maybe
know,
maybe you if you get into a relationship with a guy that want to marry you, maybe you should make all of these things known.
oh, I am. I am. Because guess what? I know you're gonna get tired of fucking me. You gonna get tired. You gonna probably miss the girl who swallow your stuff. Cause I got a gag reflex. I can't do it. So you probably gonna miss her. And I ain't mad. I'm not mad. Go do that. Cause I gag. Go do that. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like life is shit. I'm not about to cut out all the good shit in my life and you can't give me the good shit.
But
Because
what if this man wants to marry you? He can give you all of these things. You don't think that's enough for you to say, "Hey, look,
one man can't be all my friends. You know what I'm saying? I have my friends for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? I might, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I have different friends, but I'm not having sex right now.
have you told
If
this?
I have sex, I'm not having sex with all my
Do
friends.
your
That's
mom know about? Do your mom know about this?
yeah. My mama know I got a lot of guy friends.
What
You know
she
that.
say about this?
She don't say nothing. Me and my mama don't have the best relationship.
Did your father know that you like this?
I don't know what he know. I don't talk to him at
Okay, you
all.
had a conversation with your father and you told him that's how you gonna move. What would he say?
I don't know.
I can tell you this from a man's point, he probably not gonna like that conversation.
I mean, well, that's how it is. I mean, I ain't fucking them. It'd be different if I was fucking all these niggas. Let me tell you something. I got 4 baby daddies, but I never had any type of, oh, this one might be the daddy, this problem. I always knew who the daddy was. Always. It ain't never been no, got to test 2 niggas. Check my records. It ain't never been no, none of that. Like, nigga, if I'm pregnant, I know who I'm pregnant for because I'm not no cum bucket. I got 4 baby daddies, but I'm not no cum bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this was a good show, man. This one might be better than that first episode. I don't know. We'll see. But do you want my recommendations? I'm gonna give you my recommendations.
I want your recommendations.
I'm gonna be honest with you because I'll try to be honest.
And you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You
I'm
ain't
not,
even gonna hurt my feelings.
trust me, whatever I
And give
say.
it to me raw. I'll cook it up later.
So here's the thing. You so you're single, right? You're dating.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep yourself fit, stay away from surgery if you can,
Mm-hmm.
and try to develop some skills that are useful for the man that you want to be with. You want to be feminine, cooperative, and supportive. So you have to work on those things. You're not overweight, so you're good on that. You said you say you wasn't overweight. You're 35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So when is your birthday?
8888.
Oh, you just turned 35.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't want to have any more kids, right?
Mm-mm.
You should date men who already have kids or don't want kids. And you already know about geriatric pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right. Okay, cool. But you're a single mother. So if you really want to find a man that's compatible with you or, that want to commit to you or want to get a relationship, the way these guys are moving, you want to see if the father or relative will house those kids so that you can give the next man you commit to undivided attention. But you can't be loyal to a man who wants to give you a shot because you have these kids. So
Wait a minute.
You can't expect this man to be loyal to you.
Wait a minute. You saying I should let my kids stay with somebody else while I get to know a nigga?
Didn't say anybody else. I said a father or a relative.
Well, you think they should stay with a father or a relative while I get to know a nigga?
So you could put him first, so you can focus on fitting into his system. So you
Why
can
in the fuck
focus
would
on
I
what
do
you
that?
need out of you.
Why would I do that?
Because loyalty needs to be mirrored.
Wait a minute, sweetheart. My children get the loyalty before any nigga, cause they forever. That nigga can walk off and leave me tomorrow. But my children is forever. When I'm getting to know that nigga, my children gonna be getting to know that nigga. If
You
he don't like my children, I don't like the nigga. If my children got a problem with you, and so far my children have not had a problem with anybody that I brought to them.
But man,
And
look, you'll lose a bit of leverage when you lose a little bit of leverage when become a single mother.
okay, well let me ask you something. Am I supposed to lie like I ain't got kids when they gonna stay off? I mean, what?
You lose even more leverage when you become a single mother with multiple baby fathers.
I mean, that's what they say. That's what they say.
And if you can't bring anything to the table that can help a man, that can support a man, that can push a man over some challenges he might endure, you're only good for a 2 a.m. call.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't struggle with that part. So
So you had a father, but he left, right? When you were younger, right?
no, I didn't have a father. I had a male in the household. I didn't have a father.
But a male in the household is just as good.
No, that nigga was the devil. He don't count. You know, I used to wish I had a normal dad. Like I used to wish that I used to wonder what it was like to have a regular dad. That wasn't abusing you. I used to wonder what that was like, and maybe that's why I keep a bunch of niggas around because I like male energy. I like male energy. Can't nobody come over here and get mad by nobody. I don't bring everybody over here at one time. Can't nobody just pull up when they feel like pulling up. It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A motherfucker know this. You know what I'm saying? Nigga know he ain't my old man. You know when I don't answer, don't call me back. You know don't be blowing.
Okay. Well, so
And
so
I like
like,
that. I like it.
so
I
you
like.
feel like this man in the household, he didn't teach you. He didn't. A masculine presence, it has a counter reaction to the opposite sex. It forces the opposite sex to be feminine. Because two masculine entities in one spot, it's gonna be a clash. So you
I'm
said
very
this
feminine.
man didn't put an impression of femininity on you when he was around. Like he didn't say things to you. He didn't tell you you were beautiful. He didn't tell you how you're supposed to be a lady and all those things.
Yeah, my father told me those things. Yeah.
He didn't tell you the importance of being a wife. Some of the things a woman do. You didn't get any representation between the man and your mother. Any representation of a marriage.
Um, to me, it was a facade. You know what I'm saying? It only looked good when we went out. It didn't look good at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like at the house, it wasn't the same.
Okay.
So to me, it was never real.
So is it safe to say that you didn't get a representation of what a marriage looked
I didn't get a representation. I mean, I saw other people, but I only saw what it was like when it was out, and I said, like you really don't know unless you like in there. You don't know what's going on unless you're in there. And I've seen my brother's marriage. I've seen my siblings' relationships, but you know,
So
I
if you meet a man who had a representation of what marriage is, it might
and
be
I've met him. I've met him.
what I'm saying. If you meet a man that wants to give you a shot, and he had a representation of what a marriage is supposed to look like, it might be smart. It might be smart for you to listen to him.
And it's there's a situation like that. I have a friend, and like he just always been crazy about me. We're not having no sex and nothing like that. He always been crazy about me, and and he would be a good husband. He would be. He would be a good husband, but I'm I gotta get looked at. I gotta talk to somebody because I was just telling myself like I'm gonna fuck around and mess that up too. I'm gonna fuck around and fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck around and fuck it up. I mean, because I'm telling you, he's a really good father, really hard worker, make good money, damn near 200 grand a year. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy about me, been crazy about me for years. And just like want to marry me. Like was like Chris, I swear to God, if you told me you would marry me, I would marry you right now. And but it's me.
So this man, if you ever meet this man, and you probably will, a lot of women get way more luckier than men these days. Um, you're gonna have to meet his demands, and the reason why is because you're not your situation, your market value, so to speak, is not high demand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can understand that. Come on now. It's not high demand. So you're gonna have to meet him on his terms. Do you earn how much do you earn more than 75,000 a year?
I do not.
You do not?
No, I do not.
All right, so you're gonna have to that the little one. You're gonna have to appreciate and respect a man who's coming into your life and is willing to provide.
You have one, Mom. No, no, baby, yes. Yeah. Thank you. I I uh, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself low market value.
I didn't say you was
You-
market. I just said you're not in demand. Like there's a demand for a type of woman that a man wants, a type of wife he wants to marry, a type of woman he wants to marry. She has a she has a list of attributes about herself, and you used to have those attributes, but now you kind of don't have them, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? Come on, you're single. You're a single mom with 4 different baby fathers. You're still raising one. You almost got him out. Well, how old is he again?
He's 4. I got a 16, a 14, and a 13.
So you're raising all of them right now.
Hmm.
So you can't see how you can't see that you're not in demand.
I can see how, I'm not even looking that way. It's like I don't give a fuck because I done did everything. I done raised my kids. I done been through the, bullshit. I done, got through life. Now I just want to have fun. I don't want to, I ain't even looking at the shit.
You don't think that you was already having fun as what got you here?
No, that wasn't having fun. That was having sex. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Now for real, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to enjoy different friends, you know what I'm saying? Different energies and stuff, and I just be hooked to one nigga. I gotta be with this one nigga. This is one. I'm gonna get tired of you.
So you don't even want a committed relationship.
I, I'm scared. I want it, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm
You know
scared.
that you ever heard of this thing called the wall?
What about the wall?
Have you ever heard of it?
What is it?
That's pretty much it's got a lot to do with age. It's got a lot to do with, your baggage, your trauma, your energy towards even wanting to try and be in a committed relationship, try to fit into a man's system. Like you don't even have any
Listen, I'm
energy.
not saying I can't commit. I'm just saying if I go into a relationship, I want to go in with the understanding that hey, I understand. Just keep it real with me, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. But niggas be want to play this role like nigga, you gonna want to fuck something else. You know you gonna want to do it.
The good thing about it, there's guys out there that's willing to meet you on those terms.
But let's just keep it real. That's it.
What
But look,
is it called polyamorous?
yeah, I guess I'm like that. I'm like that.
So you
Polyamorous.
don't so you don't went to polyamorous.
I mean, I guess, I mean, because I'm not saying that I can't commit to one nigga. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real.
Maybe you can commit to one man. You just have a fear that he's not going to commit to you, given your
And my
circumstances.
get back game is strong. You got to put that part on there too.
What it is.
Yep, tick for tack.
If you
Oh
had
yeah.
if you had a clear conscience, or if you had an ease of mind that the man that wanted to commit to you would be loyal to you and faithful, you could replicate that. Is that safe to say?
That's safe to say, but it's also safe to say that if I feel like, I won't do something else, I communicate that with him. I'm gonna communicate if I feel.
Man, you might be lost. You might be a lost one.
No, that's just me being real. Because I don't want to go into no kind of situation giving nobody no false hope. Because I done seen what it'll do.
Right.
I don't want to do that. I just want to know if you can handle me, and we're going to see if I can handle you. Just put it out on the table, and we're going to figure it out right now. We're going to see if too many eggs going in this basket, if it's not weighing out. We're going to put some in this one and make sure, what's good. But people want to go into relationships with this false, understanding that y'all ain't even never had, and this false pretense, and you done forgot this person is human. It might be a fine motherfucker. He just can't help himself. He need to be able to come to you and say, look, baby, I mean, not just have no full-blown relationship with a bitch, but fuck. I mean, it just need to be known. One of y'all gonna get tired, or one of y'all gonna want something else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit gonna happen.
Do you go the other way too?
No.
Okay. So
I mean,
you just strictly,
but it ain't my thing. I like men.
strictly man. Okay. All right. I was gonna say, man, that might be a route, but
No, because niggas, let me tell you something. Niggas don't know how to act with that. I'm not gonna do that. Niggas don't know how to act with that. They get to getting all footloose and fancy free. I done seen that happen.
no, there's relationships out there that's thriving.
Niggas don't know how to act with that shit.
I think you
Just
just
trying to go behind your back and fuck on hoes and do all that.
all right. Well, look, I ain't gonna. Do you got any questions for me?
Yes, I got a question. Let me get this boy something else to eat. I don't know why he doing this while I'm on TV. I told you I had something to do. Why is you bothering? What do you want?
We're hungry.
I want some chips.
Here, you want chips?
I want some chips. Yeah,
You don't want to go outside.
This New Orleans East this is New Orleans East, not Orleans.
Too hot out there. You still got to take him outside.
I'm gonna take him outside and get in a car and go somewhere. He can play out there though. Yeah, I got some questions. Okay, so my question to you is, do you think after 25, 30 years of being with the same person, you won't, like, you think you're gonna still just be so in love and so attracted and just ready to fuck this same person? You think you ain't gonna want to fuck nobody else ever?
Do I think
And I ain't trying to put no seeds
other
in
women?
there. Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'm talking about after 35, 40 years. Like, after 30 years, you don't think you're gonna want to fuck with nobody else? Like, when you get to be, how old are you? Because I'm stretching it, huh?
I'm 37.
You're 37. Okay, so say when you make 55, you don't see yourself wanting to, like, you gonna still just that one person.
Yeah, I have the ability to. I have discipline.
Okay, yeah, discipline. I'm saying. So I'm just saying, it's like the temptation is like it's like is no temptation, or you just
Yeah, hell yeah, it's always temptation. There's temptation everywhere.
So you don't feel like you could communicate with your wife or a partner or your girlfriend or whatever you got going on after 15 years of marriage say, hey, look, I want to, you know what I'm saying, try something. Do you think you could say that to her, or is she gonna leave, or you
Yeah, me
think?
and my wife have a good relationship. If I ever want to say anything to her, we done built a relationship and communicate a level of communication where I could go and talk to her about any of those things.
And she gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I
I
understand.
don't
Or she gonna flip.
respond. I can't say how she's going to be respond, but I can tell you that she always keeps her door open, and I always keep my door open for communication, no matter what it is.
Okay, let me ask you this: if she felt like, okay, our sex is good, but it's just the same thing. I just want to try a different energy. Just want a different guy right now. Just I still love you, but I just want to fuck this one guy. Would you let her?
Would I let my yeah, go ahead, but I won't be we won't be together no more. I'll let her go out on.
So you think human beings are supposed to be with one person sexually their whole life?
I think a woman's supposed to submit to her husband.
I know, but you think human beings supposed to be with one person sexually their whole life?
Yeah,
Because you talking about my 4 baby daddies. I'm trying to see. Am I supposed to be with one person my whole life? Fucking one person?
if you choose to be a submissive woman,
You don't have to be submissive to one person at a time. Because your phase might be over with. It's a different phase for a different nigga.
I require my wife to submit to me only.
Yeah, I understand. But if you haven't like if she wanted, that ain't got nothing to do with submission. Like if she wanted to go fuck with a different dude.
If you open your legs to another man, that is a form of submission. You are allowing the man to come into you and
Well,
down.
she ain't got to open her legs. She can bend over or she can squat. Like, I mean, she ain't got to do it like that. I'm just saying.
Listen, you talking to an expert. I'm laughing, but I'm a professional. Listen, it doesn't matter what happens, and it doesn't matter what temptation happen, whatever. We're going to communicate things. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to try to figure out the best way to resolve.
Well, how do you fix getting tired of fucking the same person? Just stop fucking for a while?
I haven't got tired of it.
No, not yet. It ain't been 15, 20 years. I'm just saying, like, people, because it happens. I done asked.
Got to try something new, man. Maybe you got to try something new. Try different things. Spice it up.
Well, what if the other person don't want to do what you want to do? Like, what if you moving fast sexually and they just still lagging around? They ain't maturing.
I'm going to make sure I do all I can to make sure that don't happen. And if that is not enough.
Because some people don't mature sexually. They just be stagnant.
And here's the thing, though. When you look at sex and when you look at that,
that's a part of marriage.
You make a decision that you got to think about reversibility when you make decisions. If you make a decision, can you reverse it? What are the chances of you being able to reverse the issue? You go out and say, well, I want to go in and try another man. She's got to weigh all the other things that she's going to lose out on. And she's got to make the determination of whether it's worth that. Is it worth you breaking up the nuclear family? Is it worth you becoming a single mother?
It's not worth it on his end, her end. So that's why he should compromise. And I mean, it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, when you got somebody who don't want you to do nothing, but they doing everything, because that's how a lot of niggas is. They doing their thing, fucking all these hoes, and don't want their old lady to do nothing.
I charge you to do, well, you can't do this now, but I charge all women to do this. When you decide you want to step out and could potentially destroy your household, pick up your youngest child, look him in the eyes, and decide whether or not you really want to go through with it. Because that little kid can't make that decision. You got to make the decision. And that kid is going to be vulnerable in that situation. So what do? You want to go get your back blown out, and the cost is your child not having a father in the house? Then if that's more important, then go through it. You got to look at it as a business. You got to stop looking at it as a personal.
Okay, but listen, that is true. But just because a father is not in the house don't mean he ain't gotta be active.
Huh?
Just because a father is not in the house don't mean that he can't be active.
Yeah,
And
he can be
right.
active, but it's a significant difference on their upbringing and their mentality being
That's
shaped when
true.
a father is actually in the household under the same roof.
Okay, well, if you love your child that much, why would you leave behind a simple, a simple, something that she wanted to do after 15, 20 years?
I didn't
Like,
leave. I'm not the one who left. My wife vacated the.
she didn't leave. She just did something. She didn't leave though.
She submitted to another man.
Not if she squatted up and dove. I told you. Nah, that's not. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so let me ask you this: what if she not having sex with the man and she just want male energy?
And she just want to feel who?
If she just want a different male energy and she's not having sex with the man, would you have a problem with that too?
Yeah. Yeah, I will have a problem with that too.
So you can't do the poly thing.
You
I
want to know
think
why I
that
would have a problem with it though?
makes
Before we got married, we expressed all our expectations. And we said, hey, look, we're gonna stand on these expectations for the sake of our marriage and the sake of our children, sake of our household, sake of our legacy. And if she want to deviate from that, I got a problem. That's not what you, because
and
you
see, well, you guys didn't go in with false pretenses and y'all put it all on the table. Most people don't do that. They just go in these relationships and a motherfucker be one what a motherfucker want. And you might be all right with it, but you mad because a nigga ain't said nothing. You mad because the nigga ain't communicating. But ain't now one of y'all communicated before you got in this motherfucker.
but see, another thing, you don't just come to the table and put everything out on in the beginning. You have to do that throughout the marriage because people get older, people change.
Change, yeah.
You got to come back and be like, okay, look, we don't got 5 years and what's changed or how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Do we need to adjust here? Do we make some changes here? Like, what do we got to do? You got to do whatever you can to keep the boat floating. So whatever I got to do, I got to do. She want me to put my bald head in it, I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got to do. There's some things that I don't want to do, and then some things she don't want to do. I'm not going to say, hey, look, if you don't do these things, I'm going to get it from somewhere else. That's not fair. Especially if it's something that she's never done before. So I'm not going to force that on her.
Some people don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
It's called,
Some people just think like that.
it's called compassion in a sense, having some compassion for your mate. They've been there rocking with you. They invested all their time with you. And for you to hang something over their head, you get what I'm saying? That's not fair. That's not the representation you want to pass down to your kids that's watching. You get what I'm saying? So the reason why I don't step out on my wife, or I don't do any of those things, because I don't want my son. I got 2 sons, man. If I do that and I break up my household, chances are those kids are going to be womanizers. So I got to start thinking like it's not about me anymore. It's more about who I affect as well. So, and if I didn't want to be in that position, I should have never had kids.
See? You controlled, you know what I'm saying? Like you made the decision to take precaution about who you had kids with. You were smart about that. Some people ain't doing that. Some of us ain't doing that.
But the reason why I had kids, though, one, my wife wanted to have kids, and number 2, my father told me that I need to go have kids. You don't get that part, do you? That's a very important part that a lot of people don't talk about. Just like God told us to go out here and be fruitful and multiply, my father told me, hey, I want kids. I want grandbabies. I want my bloodline to keep running. Now, it would be wrong for me to go out and not continue his legacy. You get what I'm saying? So that was important. I wanted to have kids with my wife, and my father told me to go have kids. He didn't tell me to go get married. but he did tell me to go have children. And I said to myself, what's the optimal situation to bring children in the world? Let's just do it with a wife. So these kids can be raised properly. Because you need a woman in the household and you need a man in the household. So
That's true.
and that just stuck with me. Because I knew what it felt like not to have both parents in the household. And I craved it as a young kid. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give my kids what I've craved. And I may be able to live through that. You know, I can feel their energy. When I come home and pick them up, I have I don't know what the neurological or medical terminology, but I have this thing go off in my mind where I go back to when I was a young kid, and I would wish I would, back then we had the screen doors, and the parents would just lock it. We could just stand out and watch the cars go by. And I always hope my dad's car come by and stop and come pick me up and hug me. So when I see my son and I pick him up and look in his eyes, I get that energy back. So whenever I make decisions out here when I'm not around my family, I always think about him, his little eyes looking back at me. Dad, don't do that. Or Dad, you better make sure you get, you know.
So you love your kids. That means you love your kids. My father just didn't love us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Don't
he
say that.
ain't happy with that either. So it's like
You don't think? Come on now.
no, hell no. I know he didn't love me. Oh no, I know he didn't love me. Mm-mm. Like he probably loved them. In a certain sense, but he didn't think about, oh, this can mess up the church and our well being, and you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about he went all the way there. You know what I'm saying? Like no. Mm-mm.
Well, some people try to protect the resources. In some
Well,
cases, the resources are very important in the household. So you don't want to
yeah, you don't play with that money.
lose that. That's a
That's your bread
lifeline.
and butter, fool. Yeah. That's what somebody told me. That's your bread and butter, fool. You better shut the fuck up.
That's the game. But that's the game, and that's how the life is. It's sad. It's like that, but that's just.
But like I don't give a damn. I just I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna still say the truth.
You should have been an activist then.
For
Right.
what? Black history?
You could be an activist. You could most definitely be an activist to Black women. Black women love following Black women who have traumatic experiences. I can
I'm still
relate.
trying to work through my shit though.
Huh?
Cause I know I'm fucked up. I'm still trying to, I don't want to lead these people wrong. I'm still trying to work through my shit. But I will admit that like then I didn't know that I was operating through trauma, and I did fuck up a few things. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked it up in a way that I can never go back. You know? I can never go back. I was operating out of trauma.
Somebody stated something good in here.
Hmm?
Somebody said that she need therapy. Do you think that? Have you ever even tried to go to therapy?
I attempted, like I never can get all the way through.
That
I
might,
attempted.
that might be your gateway. That may be your way out of the misery.
Yeah, but look, I ain't taking the people medicine.
I don't think you're gonna have to take any medicine. I think it's more like a one-on-one sessions with somebody to talk you, through your traumatic experience and help you find a way.
Yeah. I
You
know I need that. I know I need that.
because the weed might just do it for a moment, but then now you come down. Now you
I
gotta.
know I don't even want to smoke weed. Once upon a time I didn't smoke weed. I didn't start smoking weed till I'm 28. You know what I'm saying? I was real square, dude. I was square. I'm telling you, I was square. Square as fuck.
Yeah. So yeah. So if you go to therapy and you be completely upfront and honest, I think there might be something in there for you. I think it might be something in there for you. And that'll be the least you could say that can be the least you could do for the little one.
I mean, but I don't know. I was almost in there, but I'm thinking like, what them people gonna tell me to fix anything? You can't. I mean, just I'm talking about it right now. If that's what I'm gonna do, I'm doing it right now. Being completely honest, talking about it right now.
So you don't think there's anything that a therapist can do for you?
I don't know what the hell they be in there doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they be putting these, putting people on medications and things. I know I got anxiety. They already told me that, but I don't take the medicine.
Yeah.
I'm scared to take the medicine.
Yeah, that can be tough. I can't relate to that medicine and the anxiety issues. I know some people with them, but they go and they see.
I'm scared to take the medicine. I don't know.
Right.
Because like I said, I used to didn't smoke weed. Like I don't want to go to depending on shit. Because I smoke this little weed, but I'm about to stop. I'm just gonna go back to the gym and just start back working out like how I used to do. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I hope you stop because there's another drug that comes after weed.
And what's that? Oh, baby, I'm not finna do nothing. Trust me.
You from Alabama, you know.
What?
You know what they smoke after that weed ain't doing enough.
What they do? I don't know. I haven't lived in Alabama in
On that
years.
hard rock.
Crack? They still make crack? I ain't even know they was still making crack.
What?
I ain't never sold no crack.
When have you heard of crack going out of style?
I ain't never sold no crack. I ain't seen crack. Damn. Listen. I ain't never sold no crack.
You ain't never smoked it either, right?
Wait a minute. I tried to cook some one time. Yeah, I tried to cook some one time.
Come on now.
But that was a minute ago. That was a long time ago.
What you cooking crack for?
Somebody was showing me. It wasn't me. Somebody was showing me. Somebody was showing me. That was a long time ago. But damn, yeah, I ain't even know I was still doing that. Nah, I ain't gonna fuck with no crack. I ain't fucking with nothing. I'm about to stop smoking weed and just go back to the gym like I used to do.
So
Back on the track.
all right. So other than that, you got any more questions for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you do in a situation where your wife, and I don't want to hear no shit about, oh, she'll never do no shit like that. What if her preference changed and, she still want to be with you, but, you notice she's entertaining this guy at work, her work husband. What you'll do, get therapy?
You trying to mock me now?
No, I'm just asking.
No. So first of all, my wife don't work. But if she, just to entertain your question, if she did work and she had it.
At church, at school, at the gym. Because I know you got a baddie.
If she was entertaining a man,
Mm-hmm.
I would go and have a conversation with her and say, hey, look, after that conversation, pretty much that would stop.
What's the conversation going to be about? Hey, look.
No, I was just. So
give her ultimatum.
When you say entertaining, like I've been places where me and my wife would go out around other people and we would socialize and she would talk to other guys. I would talk to other women. I don't got no problem with that.
No. She at the gym, okay? And the guy who worked there. And she go to this gym. She been going to this gym since before he worked there. But you notice that, they just a little extra flirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do? Like you're feeling a certain kind of way. It's making you feel a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
Well, I can walk you through how the conversation will go. If you think you know my wife and you think you can respond on how she would respond, go ahead. So my first thing would do was I would walk up to her and I'm like, hey, you think this guy is handsome, attractive?
Yes.
So you're just gonna say yeah like that.
Okay, yeah, he look good. He's one of the trainers. He's here often.
Okay, is that why you're talking to him?
No, I was just talking to him because I like his conversation.
No, you like his conversation. What you like about his conversation?
I just like his conversation because we have the same interests on candles. His mom was a candle maker, and so am I.
Oh, okay, then cool. And I'll just keep it moving.
Even though you feel uncomfortable?
I can feel whatever I want to feel, but I still got to give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, if something come up later where it wasn't about candles and it was just more to it, then You know, I've already checked that first block. So there ain't no excuses. You know, you got to be honest and upfront.
Okay, well, what if she said, why? Why you ask me that?
I would say because I'm your husband and I reserve the right to know.
Do you feel a certain kind of way?
No, I don't feel a certain kind of way.
So it's okay if we go to dinner tonight? Just me and him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll be back at 9:30.
All right, I'll see you. I'll see you off.
And then,
Come back for dinner. I'm not gonna be there.
oh, you no. Why would you do that? Just because she wants some, just because she wants shit. She ain't fucking, she just going to dinner. You won't let her do that.
That's enough for a man. Listen, one thing about
I know, I already know what you're saying. See, this is why I can't.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I just ain't finna cut off all my friends for.
Let me tell you the difference. Attention, that kind of attention that a woman get from a man.
But what you mean that kind of attention? You wait a minute. I didn't say what kind of attention he was giving her. They just had a conversation. She just liked the conversation. Remember?
The attention that you just displayed, the attention that you just replicated, that she was getting from this man. It was a good conversation, talking about candles, want to go out to dinner. That's right. That right there, it's on the grounds of infidelity.
Look, on the grounds don't count. It's got to be infidelity in court.
It's about
and
what?
It's not infidelity.
It's about.
See, this is why women be going to get dinner. See, this is why bitches don't be telling their nigga nothing. Because y'all can't handle it. Y'all can't handle it. Y'all can't handle no woman.
Handle that professionally? I didn't get loud. I didn't do
anything. No. You said you was going to leave. So that means you can handle it.
To stay there while you go out here and entertain another man.
Okay, well, why you told me yeah?
I can't. I mean, you.
No, nigga, no. You told me yeah. So why you told me yeah? Now I'm going with this man, knowing that everything is all right. And I come back and you gone. Why would you say yeah?
First of all, hold on. First of all, you're not going with that man knowing that everything is all right. Let's just stop that. You going with that man knowing good and damn well everything's wrong about that shit.
No, you said I could go. If you don't want me to go, you should have said no, and then we're gonna talk about why I can't go.
Nah, we done already had a conversation of that during the marriage.
See? See, that's why I just make sure my little friends know, look, can't nobody now, if you fucking, I guess that's a little bit different. If you fucking and now if you fucking the person, I guess they supposed to get a little bit more respect or something. I don't know. That's why I don't hurt nobody's feelings. I ain't fucking nobody.
For men, you don't even have to have sex with this guy. It's just the way it's your attention. The attention you give to the man, to another man, is enough to throw him off completely, to make him vacate the whole relationship. It doesn't take intercourse. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Men are wired different. It's the
y'all flimsy.
It's the attention you get, and it's how your body language, how everything, your mind, your emotions react to the attention you get from other men. Is enough to say, look, no, I don't want this one.
Y'all flimsy. Because, I mean, it's like, I don't know.
Because look at it like this. Let me ask you this. This is a perfect example. If a man comes up to you and talks to you at the gym, you ain't got to necessarily have a boyfriend or a husband. But isn't it safe to say that the type of attention you get this man, the conversation you give this man, could give him an assurity that, hey, look, you might just be feeling him or interested in him. You can phrase your words in a way to make this man think that, hey, look, I'm interested in you.
And I can phrase them
long enough to this man to give him the indication that, hey, look, I like having a conversation with you. And you could do the complete opposite. Women have the ability to do that. You have the ability to be like, you can have the ability to leave this man with a feeling like, she probably was just talking, but she really not into me. Y'all know how to do it. Right? You know how to talk to a man that after he leave the conversation, he'll be like, man, I think this girl want to fuck me. Y'all know how to talk. Y'all know how to express your body language to a man whenever you're having a conversation that's giving you attention in a way to where it leads him on to a point to where, okay, look, I know I can get in those cheeks. I know she's interested in me. I know if I go talk to her again, you know what I'm saying? We're going to hit it off again. We might just be dating. Y'all have y'all way. Men know that. So we know that it don't have to go past the conversation. They don't have to go into the sheets.
Yeah, we got our way of doing things.
We know that because we have game ourselves. We've been out there. We used to have our cards before we threw them in. So we know who we could talk to, who we could smash by having a conversation.
Okay. Now let me say this. Y'all are sometimes wrong. Women are just like that. You know, we just give off that kind of energy.
She just
And that's what y'all drawn to. We just give her, and sometimes y'all wrong. Because like I said, I'm celibate. You know what I'm saying? And people probably think I'm a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm gonna date. I'm cute and I still got it. I'm gonna date. You know what I'm saying? Like I you know, but can't nobody I'm talking to say I've done anything other than, you know, talk to them and just, you know, chill, whatever. And that's what I like. But I know if I get in a relationship, all the niggas gonna disappear.
So when you get in a relationship, you gonna cut all your man off.
That's why I ain't getting into one, because that ain't what I want to do right now. I haven't met a man that I just want to give my all to him right now.
So you're a serial dater.
No, I'm just a single woman.
So if I'm just saying, if you start dating one, you still got 1, 2.
Well, I mean, I'm not dating these guys. I mean, we're just friends. Like, you know, I probably went somewhere with probably 2 of them, and it's only 3.
Y'all ever turn the lights off at night together?
No, nobody never stayed over here. I ain't never stayed over there.
Or y'all kept the lights on when y'all did it?
We ain't did nothing.
Oh, okay. So you just got male friends.
I just have male friends. Yeah, I just like male energy.
Ain't nothing wrong with liking male energy, but I'm just saying, if you get in a relationship, you gotta somewhat expect that this man is probably not gonna be
that, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I want 2 men who's okay. That's it. You know, like I want a poly relationship with 2 straight men. I don't want no men who want men. I don't want that.
So you don't mind getting double P?
What's that?
Think about it.
No, I ain't doing all that.
You know what that is?
Is that like putting something in both holes?
Double P?
No. Huh?
How you gonna have 2 men if you can't do double P?
Oh no, because I don't want no man who want to be in like no. I want separate relationships with these men. I don't want.
Oh, so you wanna?
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
You wanna go here sometime and go here sometime. You don't want both.
Yeah, like I want 2 men who's cool with that. You know, like no, I don't want to have them involved. I don't want to do that.
Okay. I mean, word on the streets, it's men out there that's okay with that. It's you who not being clear on what you want.
Oh, I'm clear, but niggas ain't with it. Niggas ain't with it.
Have you tried online? Have you tried online dating?
I don't do that. I mean, I've tried online dating, but I'm not. I don't want to jump into that world online. Ain't no telling what you're gonna get.
So
BLK was enough.
Gambling. You meet somebody in person that's down with that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I might. You know, I might. I'm just doing things a natural way, just not hurting nobody's feelings, ain't leading nobody wrong, ain't stepping on nobody's toes. You know, and everybody got an understanding. I am not your bitch. You is not my nigga.
So no ties.
It ain't no nothing. You
All
know what I'm saying? But I like to have you around, and I like to be around you.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you ever decide that you want to get in a committed relationship, you got my recommendation. It's in this video. You can always go back and watch. But you got any more for me?
No, that's all. That's all I got.
Yeah. Flawless. I'm impenetrable. All right. So we may be able to get us another one in later, you know, if you want to talk. So
yeah, sure. That's what's up. I love talking to you. It's pretty intense for me.
All right. So is it you got any last remarks?
No, I ain't really got no more.
What you got to say to the church folk?
Get to the altar and stop trying to get behind the cross when you know you're struggling.
I heard that. All right, y'all heard it. That's Chrissy. Where can they find you?
Y'all can find me at Chrissy Love, and that's on Facebook. And I'm Dirty Diana _ 1017 on Instagram.
All
And I'm
right.
Chrissy Be Cooking on Facebook too.
All right. So them boys might be trying to come in your DMs, trying to change your mind. So don't run them off now.
They getting ran off if they ain't on what I'm on. I'm too young for that right now. You know, maybe when I get old. I'm living my life. You ain't finna lock me down. What Ray J said, you ain't gonna tie me down.
All right, man. Well, sure, we ain't gonna hold you up. We appreciate you pulling up, Chrissy. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, that's what's up. Thanks for having me.
All right, sis.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I know that probably was that was actually the longest episode. If you want to be on this show, let me know in the DM. My Instagram is in the description, and my email is also in the description. You can also find all those stuff on the channel profile. So we trying to keep the episodes rolling over here. We're trying to keep the conversation sort of safe for work, but sometimes it's just some episodes just don't go there. So I'll try to put some identifiers in the description to let you know that this might not be safe for work for those who want to watch it at their PC or in their cubicles. But anyways, it's been well. I hope y'all like the show. Make sure y'all put a like. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all want to stay updated on when we're gonna come out with more episodes. Supposed to be shooting live tomorrow and the next day. So got more content coming for y'all. And shoot me a comment and let me know what y'all thoughts is on this interview. I'll see y'all on the next one.